How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another production of the Indiana Esports Network. Today we got some more Rocket League coming your way between Snider Varsity Rocket League and Ben Davis High School Varsity Rocket League. I'm Laird alongside Logan Summit. How we doing today, my friend?
I am absolutely amazing, but I wake up like that, Laird. I like that you're showing your collegiate school colors on your head today, getting it done. Look, we've got some high schools that are about to get it done today. They're going to get boogity, 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 boo, and put that Rocket League pedal to the metal. The question is, are they ready to get it done? Because Rocket League is going to take some teamwork to make that dream work. And we're gonna need communication, compromise, and flexibility, because that's what this sport is all about.
One of the most exhilarating esports on the market for that reason. Match 31 this week, happening just in a moment. But first, we're gonna give a huge shout out to Zotac. We want to bring a huge shout out to Zotac Gaming for powering today's stream. Their incredible support has allowed us to bring this broadcast to all of you and help showcase some of the amazing talent in scholastic and high school esports. You can show your appreciation for Zotac Gaming by giving them a shout out on social media. Make sure to join their community Discord, which is alive and bustling. And don't forget to use the hashtag powered by Zotac or hashtag ZotacUSA when you drop a post.
All right, so here's the deal, Laird. We're looking at the teams right now, and it occurs that Ben Davis is currently 4-1, while Snider is 3-2. So Snider has to show up and show out and show the league that they are here to get it done. Whereas Ben Davis and crew, they just got to keep doing what they're doing and roll on through to the other side.
This would be a huge win for both sides, obviously. Snider Varsity, this would put them significantly above 500% in their win rates. 4-2 sounds a lot better than 3-3. And on the other side of things, Ben Davis, they're already having an incredible season, has a chance to go 5-1 on the year so far. So it's going to be an exhilarating one from buzzer to buzzer, from game one to game whatever, because I hope this one goes into extra time.
Yeah, I got to tell you, one of my favorite names on the Ben Davis team has to be Not a Teacher. I mean, you know, when I remember back when I was playing varsity sports, not varsity sports, because they didn't have them back in the day when we were using abacuses and chisels to put our names in that stone tablet. But look, when I was back in the day, if I could have named my character, my team or whatever, Not a Teacher, I mean, I absolutely love that. We also have Ham. Come on, everybody's favorite pastime.
I love ham.
Yeah, right?
Big
a little
fan.
ham.
What Davis. I looked away to change my background. What's going on here? Ben Davis from the opening tip. A floater going all the way to the other side. That's remarkable.
That is absolutely remarkable. Within 5 seconds, just the tip got in the back of the net, and just like that, they are on their way and getting it done. Ben Davis showing what's happening. Oh my gosh, that was just a bit outside.
So we haven't really had much time to get a feel for the game at this moment, but it looks like Snider's doing a good job retaliating from that early onset salvo fired from Ben Davis' side of things, immediately scoring a goal, giving themselves a lead. They're going to be able to carry that tempo a lot further going forward.
Yeah, and tempo is going to be a part of this game. Momentum, tempo, whatever you want to call it. You need to get into that groove. Look, I bet you a lot of these players, when they're playing at home practicing and not working with the team, I bet you they put their headphones on and listen to their favorite artists, because this game is musical in some forms and fashion. It's got a rhythm to it, and you need to love that rhythm. Way! Look at that save right there.
My God. Very good job from them, trying to keep that ball away from the net. It's been floating around in that zone a little bit. Snider looking for an opportunity to strike at any given moment. And they've done a good job ever since that opening whistle to keep the ball away from their own net. They've been doing a good job just dealing with the tempo that Ben Davis brings to the table.
And that was a great centering at half court, if you will. I know it's not exactly a court out here, but I love the fact that we've come to a stalemate and not so much a stalemate. That was from way downtown. I don't think they called Kobe on it, but that was very Kobe Bryant reminiscent. I mean, that is just downtown Julie Brown all the way today, and Ben Davis takes the lead 2-0.
Another opportunity for Ben Davis going by the wayside. Once again, you're talking about those long balls from center. That one was from in front of their own net.
Yes.
And not only was it on target, caught the entire Snider defense pushed up way too far, which they were actually in a good position on a breakaway, but for a long ball, you just don't ever have the time to deal with that. But here's Million, gets their first shot here, and it's right back to a 1-goal difference.
1 million, 1 million, 1 million. Goal, baby. Now it's 2-1. I love to see Snider getting into the mix. They're pulling their Rocket League boots up by the straps and saying, nah, it ain't that easy.
You aren't winning just yet, son.
Exactly.
A lot more to show out here. And so far, not a lot of standouts from either side. Both teams have been doing really good. Here's a Million looking for another one. That one was from midcourt.
And that was a great block, by the way. Great defense shown by the Ben Davis and crew over there. Oh, we got a demolition. Boom goes the dynamite.
Some really good patience from Senior Grape, looking to get a shot in, carrying the ball right in front of the net, waiting for their opening to take the shot, but unfortunately just got locked up a little bit too soon. And ever since those 2 long goals, it feels like it's almost luck from Ben Davis. Snider's been completely in control here.
Yeah, Ben Davis not able to get that ball out of their end, but they are working hard. And you know what? Snider's working hard as well. It's a little bit of this back and forth. Snider, though, more shots on goal than Ben Davis has had in quite a few moments.
If you want to take a look at the percentage of possession, it's definitely going to be firmly in Snider's side. They've been doing a good job keeping it away from their opponents, doing a good job on those breaking balls, and keeping them on sustained drives.
However, they're not getting the shots on goal that they need right now. I mean, they're getting shots, but they're missing here, they're missing there, they're missing everywhere. Snider, with all of the commandment that they've had on this court, they should be up by now. But Ben Davis, oh, there you go. Ursa Million with another goal, and that's a back-to-back victory.
Just incredible. Good patience there. Again, I think Snider does a really good job controlling the ball when they're in the opponent's zone. They don't just take a shot and retreat and go let the other team push. They keep sustaining those drives. They're going to take those slower shots, try to hit them off the crossbar, keep trying to go for more after that. And from the corner, Senior Grape, again, just right down Ben Davis's throat. They're going to take their first lead of the set.
It's not Senior Frogs, it's Senior Grape. And look, they're team might not be purple, but they are going at the purple Ben Davis right now, and they have taken the lead. Snider is up 3-2. There is a never say die attitude on this court right now, and I can feel the electricity.
3 goals unanswered for them right now. Nearly an opportunity coming in from Ben Davis. Leading the charge there is Winter Nerva getting that one swatted away too. Another shot on goal. 3 shots on goal in a short span from each of the respective players on Ben Davis's side. But no, the stout Snider defense is keeping this one up. And finally, a tap off the top crossbar is going to find itself true. That's going to be Kid with that score.
And I don't know if their name is Billy, but it should be, because the Kid has just scored. Look, that was the 5th shot, repetitive 5th shot on goal. There are so many times that you can go to the well, Lassie. Where's Timmy, Lassie? Where's Timmy? He's in the back of the net, because 5 times going to the well is way too much. You got to get your ball out of your zone and keep it out of your zone. 1 minute remaining. It is tied up 3-3.
We might be seeing an overtime in game 1, a high floater. Tapped away from the corner and tapped back in. It's going to find another bit of a home nestled in the net. Snider, once again, does not want this one to go into extra time. Senior Grape just jumping the line, getting in front of Kid, who's trying to go for a redirect there.
It is now 4-3. My mom used to get so mad at me when I'd sit down and eat the whole thing of grapes in one sitting. She's like, do you know how much those cost? And I say, no, they only cost as much as a goal, because Senior Grape is getting it done right now, putting his team ahead 4-3.
2 saves on the day as well, 5 shots and an assist. Been incredibly useful for the Snider side, getting them back into this thing.
Yeah, I need to see a little bit more from Ben Davis. I love where Snider's head is at. Look, Ben Davis is playing well. They had so much defense going on, but defense only works when you can get control of the ball and make that defense work offensively for you. And that's what Ben Davis hasn't been able to do. They haven't been able to turn their good defense or into good offense. And it is showing right now as Snider is in control. And there you go. Ben Davis with that distribution centered that ball, and it is now 4-4. We could be looking at a tiebreaker overtime in the first round. Whoo, this one's getting crazy.
I don't know if you saw that a second ago, but there was actually a bit of a miscommunications in front of the net. Senior Grape saved that first one, but the other defender, oh my God, you see that was right in front of the net with it wide open.
If we had
Ben Davis has to be kicking themselves there.
Yeah, if we had one more second, this would not be an overtime.
Ben Davis might have ran away from that one, but let's see if they can recuperate here. Demo coming out onto Winter.
Boom.
Shadow RL bringing that one out. There's a million. That one sticks past it. Wide open net. And it's the kid with a hat trick.
The kid with a hat trick brings a victory to Ben Davis. They take the first round 5-4, but we got ourselves a barn burner here. Ben Davis High School takes the first round, but Snider is on top of their game, and they do not want to go 3-3. They want to go 4-2 and make Ben Davis have the same exact win streak as them, and they'll both be 4-2 if they can get it done here. If Snider can keep it up, let's look at those shots, by the way. Shots. Well, they had a lot of them. There was 12 shots on the side of Snider to, well, let's see, 14 shots on the side of Ben Davis. So what does that say about how Snider controlled the ball and how Ben Davis capitalized on the...
I mean, it tells you a lot. Both sides really good at finding their opportunities, finding their windows. And you got to keep in mind, for most of the first half of the game, minus the 2 runaway goals that Ben Davis was able to get, it was all Snider. Snider did a really good job of keeping control, keeping possession in the enemy zone, getting those shots out. I mean, look at Airs a Million and Senior Grape. 11 shots between just the two of them, Shadow bringing out the rest of him. And on top of that, Ben Davis, when they were in control, just a bunch of shots every second, overwhelming the Snider defense. You can't be everywhere at once, but Ben Davis, the way they fly around the ball, the way they keep redirecting those shots in, it's been really good. It's been helping them out. And it's one of the reasons they were able to win that game, just because of the overwhelming force towards the later end.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. It's got to be a touch bit demoralizing for the Snider losing that, but they have to know that they played super awesome. And if they can just put a couple more pieces in place, they're going to find that puzzle is going to come together quickly.
This is one of those sets I definitely want to be seeing go to a Game 5 overtime, Logan, because my God, both of these sides are incredibly good. I want to see these guys in the Rocket League World Cup one day.
I mean, that's what everybody's shooting for, right? Oh! Go downtown, Julie Brown. No, we got some good defense over there. I mean, I thought that was a long shot, Tom Brady all the way down the field, but it did get intercepted like that Giants Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh, another floater coming in. Great opportunity there from Kid, who's looking to get another hat trick. He had a hat trick last game. Looking for a bit more there.
I'm loving the defense coming out of both of these sides right now. They are defensively minded. They're not making it easy to put it in the back of the net. As I say that, caster curse happens, and Winter has scored. Winter is coming, and Winter is in the back of the net. It is 1-0 Ben Davis.
There's a nip in the air, and you got to believe Snider's feeling it right now. Once again, in the first minute, Snider is at a deficit in the points department.
Yeah, you know what, though? I feel like they like being the underdog. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Senior Grape getting it done, putting it in the back, making it 1-1.
Some boxing on this home team today. Snider defiantly not allowing Ben Davis to run away with anything. That scored in about less than 10 seconds from tip-off.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. This game is much like grabbing a $2 shrimp cocktail on the Vegas Strip. It is sick, baby, sick!
And we got Snider once again carrying the rock into the away team side. But again, it feels like possession's been a lot harder for them to maintain here. A lot of those tip passes coming in from Ben Davis. Again, doing a really good job of incorporating all players on their attacks.
Yeah, they are playing a game of ping pong to the death with cars and balls right now. No one really seems to have complete control of this. We're in, we're out, we're all about. I feel like we're doing the hokey pokey. It is 1-1 right now. And that, just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside, a bit of a floater there. And that one nearly got tapped in by Snider, but again, some good awareness from the back defense of Ben Davis. We're passing the 3-minute mark. It is a 1-1 deuce at the moment. A deadlock for both of these sides. And a big shot. That one is on target. Shadow looking to tap it in on the far side. But no, it's hit up into the air. And an opportunity now on the counter for Ben Davis.
And once again, defense making the most of it, getting it done. And remember, this is game 2 of a best of 5, everybody, as Ursa Million has scored, making it 2-1 for the Snider team. They have taken the lead. And look, that never say die attitude out of the Snider team, I got to love it. This could be the start of the rest of their season. If they pull themselves up by the bootstraps and get it done right here, this could be the catalyst that they need to make it such a big play for the playoffs and the rest of the season. I mean, I'm rooting for Snider right now because I like where their head's at. Ben Davis came in here 4-1, probably thinking that they had this, but Snider said, no, slow your roll.
During the discussions about, what should we do for preparation for this away side, you got to imagine that the coaches both these sides saying, hey, listen, do not underestimate these guys. Right. They know how to play some good ball. They know how to play some good Rocket League. You can never count them out of a match. They've got some moxie about them. Be on your guard. And Snider's shown exactly why.
Yeah, I agree with you. Now, I'm seeing some great defense, but what is something? I think we need some better centering passes, maybe a little bit better communication between the two teams. What's something that you think that these teams could quickly work on to garner that better edge?
Well, I'll say Ben Davis is getting burned in those corners. The last 2 goals, first one from Senior Grape, the other one from Urza Million, were scored from exactly in that position right now, in that corner. Senior Grape's going to try to contest there. And it's those low balls that they've been trying to catch here. I mean, again, recognizing this, Urza Million, Senior Grape capitalized in a beautiful way, dropping that one down. And there's that centering pass you were looking for, Logan.
Yep, that's exactly what I was looking for. And you know what? It came off of that corner work that you were talking about. Senior Grape banging in that corner, a little bump and grind, if you will. Look, Rubbin is racing, and they're getting it done there in the corners. And it is now 3-1. Snider has taken the lead, and there's this never say die attitude. Oh, there you go.
The sniper.
Shadow
earns that one. They're very good at scoring in these late stages of the match. Had one in the last one in round 1. Now they have another one here. I thought Urza Million was going to score off the opening tip, but really good control from Snider once again, keeping the rock in the away team zone.
And just like that, it is 5-1. Ursa, $1 million. $5-1. Snider has taken the lead, 4-goal lead right now. Ben Davis just doesn't have an answer. And I'd call a timeout right now if I were them.
I think Urza Million might be trying to score 1 million points this game. It's looking like it.
I mean, if that's going to be their rapper name, they are getting the job done, and we're going to have to get them a necklace.
got some ice there. Maybe Winter will be able to help him out with it.
A little bit winter is coming. Let's get the ice. Oh, so close, but yet so far. Look close, only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades as Shadow kicks it right back and you know what? Looking pretty good while they were doing it there. That was like a figure skating routine.
Some fancy footwork, or should I say driving from both sides being showcased there in that moment. And once again, Snider, I don't even think they're pressing right now. They're playing back, trying to get those balls swatted out of their zone, maintaining possession at any given moment. But this time they're not aggressing. They're not trying to advance the ball. They're just trying to keep it away, let the clock run down. It might be too little too late for this game too, but that means this set just got a lot more interesting.
Well, it's going to be a 1-1 tie after this as we get to 10 seconds left. And if you're trying to figure out and keeping up with it, and this is your first time, look above the scoreboard and you'll see that there's a little purple thing next to there, that best of 5 game 2. Well, there's going to be a yellow one on the other side of Snider as we're going to go 1-1 as Snider wins game number dos.
2 goals from Senior Grave, 2 goals for Million. Shadow had some opportunity to showcase them. Not as many demos last game, or as there was last game. That game 1, both sides trying to feel each other out. But on top of that, I feel like everything kind of settled down a little bit. A lot fewer shots from both sides. Both had broken 10 in game 1. Now we're on game 2. Snider was trying to. They got to 9, but on the other side of things, only 4 coming in, which is 10 fewer shots on goal from Ben Davis.
Yeah, I mean, Ben Davis had a lot less work. Look, if you're looking at Kid and you're looking at Demo, you're going, hey, where were you on that? And I can tell you where we are and who keeps us here each and every single week. That's LandFest. We want to give a big shout out to LandFest for building healthy communities through gaming. With 23 chapters across 18 states and over 150 events a year. You can find an event near you by visiting landfest.com. Go to landfest.com and get involved.
So another player switch coming in from Ben Davis. They're subbing out Not a Teacher, and they're subbing back in Nerva. Winter and the Kid have both been in the lineup for every single game so far.
Well, do you make a change at this point? I mean, after that last game, they got in there, they scored the first goal, and then they were just dead silent.
Yeah, well, I like the change. I like bringing Nerva back in. Nerva brings a lot of pace to this side. I saw a bit of that from game 1, and once again, I think getting up early is super important. That's what allowed Ben Davis to win that game 1, because they had all the momentum in their corner, and they were able to rally back in those late stages of the match.
Yeah, momentum is definitely a thing in esports, but so important here in Rocket League as Shadow says, oh, we're going to come out and get it done. Snider is on top. They scored first, just what you were talking about. Is this the momentum change that we're looking for? Is Snider going to take this home now?
And from the unlucky player as well, Shadow is one of those players who likes to hang back and be the defensive stalwart for this side, but they pushed up into the midfield. They're doing it again here, going over the top, trying to get a second goal. And they're going to set up Here's a Million and Gray for 3 shots, and that one, the floater, is going to stick from Senior Great.
Man, he's just throwing those grapes from behind the line and getting it done. Look, if you let them get the rebound, chances are they're going to find that hole in the back of the net there. It is now 2-0. Snider up with 1 minute down. They are up 2 goals. Ben Davis has not scored a goal since the very first goal of the last game.
And that one happened in the opening minute. So it's been over an entire game's length since the side has put one in the net. Logan, what are you thinking needs to change?
What do I think needs to change? Well, I would change my lineup. I would call a timeout. I would sit these kids down and say, are you communicating properly? Who really showed up in practice? Something needs to happen. They need a catalyst for change right now, and I'm not sure it's coming. They have 7 unanswered goals right now, Ben Davis does. So they need to do something. Almost 8 right there.
Yeah, but some woodwork coming in. Senior Grape unable to sink that one in, but Shadow is going to do all the rest. 2 goals, tying their total between the first 2 games as well. Coming out and just playing.
Yeah, Snider is in control right now. Again, if I'm Ben Davis, I want to talk about it. I do.
It seems like Snider's heavily adapted to the kind of matchups that they've been seeing this entire set. They adapted incredibly well towards the later stages of game 1. That middle part of the game, they played great. It took an overtime win for Ben Davis to come out on top of that one, and right now it's just been, they've been in complete control since after the first minute of that previous game 2.
Yeah, they have not been able to be stopped. They're crushing the corners, and they're crushing their defensive plays as well, as we get a little boom as we get a demo on top there. Ben Davis is just pushing the ball around as far as I can tell.
They are. I mean, they're pressed for options right now. They're trying to get this one advanced, but Snider's been sending one man in as a scout to just knock the ball away. And there's an opportunity. Shadow on the breakaway. A hat trick coming from Shadow.
Throw your hats on the court, because it's time to call the cleanup crew. That's a hat trick. And Shadow is unrelenting right now, stepping out of the shadow, and is definitely in full frame right now.
this was a fight, they'd stop it. But I think Ben Davis has a lot of life left in them. They're 4-1 for a reason. They have a good opportunity to keep that trend alive, be 5-1 after today. So I think they're going to fight. They might need to recoup after this game. You know, they're down 2 straight games. Need to make some changes in between matches. But I will say, Rocket League's one of those heavily momentum-based games that if they get 1 goal early again, they can play up to that, and they'll have a good opportunity to win the next one.
Yeah, hopefully somebody will break out the orange slices as Ursa Million makes it 5-0 in this Game 3 best-of-5 series. It is 1-1 currently, but fastly becoming 2-1 as Snider takes a 5-0 lead with 1:55 seconds left to play.
We mentioned it earlier. That is the 10th goal unanswered in favor of Snider. So once again, it feels like the offense is clicking for them. They're doing a good job playing up to their game plan incredibly well. Ben Davis has a million questions, and they're looking for some answers here. Drop ball might have been a moral victory, but no, some good patience coming in from Kid. Saving his one in the chamber. Not going to jump on the shot there.
They are crushing the corners, man. Ben Davis just can't find a way out of the corner, but they finally do. That was good defensive play right there, and it's just a back and forth battle to the end. But Ben Davis with good defense. How many times can you go to the hole and have it not hit the back of the net? I don't know, Ben Davis, but you got to get it out of your zone.
2 goals in quick succession, and once again, that's that corner drop shot that it's abundantly clear they've been working on all season, but Kid will finally have his moral victory here. Gets 1 goal, and there's a minute left on the clock. Anything can happen. These opening tip-offs have been quite favorable for Ben Davis all day. So let's see what they can do here. Final minute.
I mean, we've seen crazier things happen. You can definitely score 4 goals within a minute here in Rocket League. Will you? Well, I mean, I don't know. That's up to you to decide. And it's also up to see how good or bad the defense on the other side is. But Ben Davis is going to need to take their vitamins and say their prayers if they're going to get this one to a 5-5 overtime.
Again, this is barely outside the realm of possibility. Nerva finally going to put one home for himself, as well as I believe that will be his first goal of the day so far.
And it was a good backboard play right there. They had Kid, they had Nerva both going for it. They rushed it. I didn't hear anybody call board, but that's okay. You know, I'm just saying. It is 5-2 with 40 seconds left. You know what? Never say die.
Some free throws would be ridiculous in this game if somebody called that, but 30 seconds on the clock here, and the clock is going to wind. It will wane in Ben Davis territory, trying to go for a breakaway there. They do get an opportunity, looping around this one. A centering ball dropped out of the way by Shadow. Another one going high. It's going to hit the top crossbar. Another tap. Senior Grape once again saving that one.
And we've got 9 seconds left. Look, I'm going to start singing soon because this particular game will be over. We are going to go to Game 4. It is a best-of-5. Snider High School with the victory. 5-2 as they take game number 3 in this best-of-5. They are now leading 2-1 in this series.
10 straight goals between those 2 games, 2 straight wins in a row. And once again, they got their shot count up to 14, which is the highest they've seen all day, including game 1. Ben Davis might be making a player substitution, and we will be seeing a player substitution from Snider as well. They're going to be bringing in Tristan O. 4 players checking in for Ben Davis, possibly a bit of a miscommunication as well. And it's going to be Demo from 317. First time we're seeing them today. Or no, that's actually not true. They were playing in the previous game as well.
They did. This is their second time playing today, so we have seen them before. This is not a teacher, and I'm going to guarantee they made him change their name. I mean, I talked about it earlier, and they might have made their change. Look at that. It's getting crazy in the front there. Oh, my gosh. That just got absolutely insane, but no one was able to put it in the back of the net. Good job to the defensive team.
Snider was looking like Ben Davis in game 1 there. They brought every single player to get a shot on goal, and Ben Davis held strong. They're keeping this one in check. Demo happening on the Kid. That's going to leave center open and exposed, but they're going to respawn, and some nice heroics coming in to get that save here. Tristan, we're seeing them for the first time today.
Tristan, love to see it. Look at that maneuver in the air there. I love it when they do a kickflip and come back down and crush it. But we need to see more centering passes as Ursa Million has scored and put Snider on the board. Momentum once again in Snider's favor. It is 1-0 in game number 4 in this best of 5 series.
And Logan, I'm going to ask you a very quick question. Where did he score that one from?
Let me guess. Is it the corner?
It was the corner, that near left corner from Ben Davis. Again, proving to be their demon in this one.
Yeah, dude, the corners are crushing them. I mean, are there types of strats, like when you practice, what do you do to practice your corner play?
They're going to have to figure out something here. That seems to be the Achilles heel to this otherwise very talented squad.
Oh, absolutely.
But again, they're only down by 1, so they got an opportunity here. Clearing shot. Gonna settle in midfield. Tristan with a good save there, but some more offense coming in from Winter. Is gonna whip on the ball. Tristan's gonna be considering carrying it out, waiting for Ursa Million, who actually has some boost to get the offense rolling.
And that was a great boost and great usage thereof. And remember, those boosts are gonna make all the difference. You can see them now on your screen if you're playing along at home. Those little white lines going up and down. Yeah, that's your boost, baby.
Here's the Million's a very, very patient player when they have their foot on the ball. They're waiting for a chink in the armor, find an opportunity to shoot that ball in. That's why they're so talented from the corner. And Kid, talented from right in front of the net. A beautiful play. And I believe that was an assist coming in from Not a Teacher.
Yes, and it is now 1-1. We got ourselves a game as we hit game 4, best of 5. As it was right now, Snider has been in really good control since the lapse of the first game, but Ben Davis will not go away quietly.
And they've been doing a good job setting up their sophomore. Kid is only a sophomore in a sea of seniors. The rest of the roster is going to be made up of seniors. They have Not a Teacher as a senior, Nerva a senior, as well as Winter. So they're doing a good job for a young player to step up this early.
Yeah, you know, things change when you get the call, right? You know, it's a little bit different when you're called to task than when you're just practicing playing with the friends. And just like that, Shadow puts it into the back of the net, and Snider is up 2-1. Ben Davis, let's see if they have an answer, because if they do not, this match will be over. Ben Davis needs to take this one.
They're looking fine. It seems like they settled into the pace quite well in this game. They've been winning balls that ordinarily they lost in those 50-50 situations. They're doing a good job maintaining offense, maintaining possession. And Snider, once again, just doing some really good team play around those corners, making it so easy for them to score. Nearly a centering shot there from Winter, but unfortunately, Kid was not in the right spot. He's going over the top now. 3 goalies at home. And once again, they're maintaining possession, but that one's going to have to be cut short. There is a demo happening onto Not a Teacher, a.k.a. Dean Front, but a demo right back. But Ursa Million from the grave. Misery loves company.
Yeah, somebody crossed their fingers right there, maybe even a couple toes as well, because that was luck. But you know what? Luck is what happens when preparation meets preparedness.
Must be a lady tonight for Snider. They're up by 2 goals, 2 minutes remaining now.
Yeah, they're up two
oh my
goals
gosh.
with 2 minutes. Oh!
Not a teacher! He taught the lesson!
He got it. He opened up the book and said, let me go to the back. The answers are there, because I got the teacher's edition. And they were able to put that in the back of the net. And it is now 3-2, closing in on that lead with 1:50 left. Snider still has the lead, 3-2. Ben Davis still has some work to do.
It's looking a lot more fragile, though, for Snider after that goal. That was a very beautiful floater. No follow-up required there. Not a teacher, just doing it themselves.
Yeah, you know what they said?
Another drop shot center! I think that's going to go in! No! It's not going in just the last minute! By Shadow in the right spot!
That was right in the line. Oh, boy. That was so close. But like I said earlier, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. But you need to get that ball out of your zone.
Plot armor coming in potentially for Snider. Oh, that's going to be an own goal if it sticks. No! Clear away! And a demo for good measure. Kid, the savior in this one.
Yo, Kid getting it done with a big demo right there. 1 minute remaining. It is 3-2. It is anybody's game right now. Will Ben Davis be able to tie it up? They need to.
Winter doing some good job protecting from the corner, buying some time for Not a Teacher to send this one up, and it is once again back in the Snider zone. Ben Davis looking for an opportunity here. That's a centering tap. Ursa Million going to drop it into the far side. Looking for another opportunity here. Not a Teacher. It's going to get tapped away from Tristan. It's on target. Kid just ran out of boost at the wrong time, and they're going up by 2 off of a brace from Tristan.
That was huge from Tristan, and guess what? That was off of corner play. It was their corner, deep in the heart of Texas back there. But you know what? I should say Indiana. But look, that is a 4-2 lead. Snider with 30 seconds remaining. Ben Davis, you know what? Maybe a little too late for them at this point, but they have shown some great aptitude for Rocket League today.
Their opportunities are waning in this one, but a very good effort. They got out very early, shooting on that game 1. They were able to win it in overtime. And as 10 seconds remain in the game, it's not entirely over, but they need a goal right now before time expires. That one's on target, but Tristan protects it. Ursa Million is going to do that same thing as well. Snider High School, after losing game 1, went on a 3-0 sweep to win this one.
Winner, winner, steak and lobster for dinner. We don't do chicken around here because we're fancy. Snider 4-2. They take it over Ben Davis, and now guess what? Both teams have a 4-2 record. Moving on, and I got to tell you, the way Snider was able to control the ball and get involved and really bring the fight to Ben Davis. I'm going to be looking for them for the rest of the season to make some waves.
4.75 the average goals between each of the 4 games for Stride. On the other side of things, Ben Davis did a very good job in that first game. Just got off tempo in those remaining matches as well. But again, both sides 4-2 after this one. This will be tiebreaker going to Snider, but I expect both these teams to make deep runs into the season and into the postseason as well. But if you're a Snider fan, this calls for a corn boil in the annals of Indiana. Great showing from them today. Way to rally back from a deficit early on. Incredible showing from them. They played extremely well.
Yeah, they really did. Look, they showed up to show out and show the league exactly what I said this earlier at the beginning. They need to show the league that they're here. And guess what? They are. They proved it today. They brought the fight to Ben Davis. I am looking for Snider to do big things the rest of the season. And that's not to say that Ben Davis is going to roll over and play dead. No, they're going to roll over and learn a new trick. Do a backflip. Yes, they're going to learn from this loss, because if they don't, well, they're going to take it with them. You got to learn from your losses. You got to pull yourself up, get back in it each and every single day. Do something better than you did the day before. And I think we're going to see Snider and Ben Davis meet together again. And will we see the immovable object against the irresistible force, or will we see, well, Snider bring it to them, because they did bring the pain today.
Yeah, they did bring the pain, but it's a good opportunity for them, and as well as in the scouting department, which brings us to our final sponsor of the day, LOS Portal, aka the League OS Portal. If you want to play esports in college, there's a way now to search through hundreds of collegiate esports programs to see where they are, what games they play, and what majors the schools offer. Just go to portal.leagueos.gg to search. And Indiana Esports Network students can also sign in with their prospect profiles, where all their stats are going to be shown and they automatically update after each match. There are scholarships out there for players now, as well as shoutcasters, social media managers, and more. So make sure to add all of your talent to your profile. Verified college esports coaches, they're using LOS Portal to find, and there are some very, very big colleges that are looking for programs. You got your Michigan States, University of Delaware, Penn State, Texas A&M, among others, Fisher College, and more, who are using this portal to find the new players, to reach out to them, to bring them in to their very talented programs. And better yet, the portal is free for all students. Do not miss your chance to get discovered. Use portal.leagueos.gg today and take your game to the next level.
You said my favorite 4-letter word, free. I love it. And you know what? I love doing this so much. I'm going to be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern doing a little bit of that Minecraft Bed Wars with you. Laird, what's going on with you?
For me, I'm probably just going to come back on next time. We got some opportunities here for some esports commentary with Rocket League, but across the board, I'm doing okay. I got some sports going on for me. My Twitter's at Laird Cassie. Go ahead, give me a follow. I usually keep the people updated on what's going on, but we would like to thank you for everyone here in the Indiana Esports Network for watching, for myself and for Logan. Have a great night. Take care. Stay safe.